So just another, 30 minutes remaining of the programme then. Now, the City of Manchester launched the Manchester-India Partnership a few months back. The initiative aims to boost economic and science and innovation ties between the two regions. Now, the programme's led to one of India's biggest IT companies coming to the northwest, creating 60 new jobs. Tech Mahindra is placing its headquarters for the north right here at Salford Quays. Now, to find out more, I'm joined by Tech Mahindra Salford's Vice President and Client Executive, Ashish Pandey. Welcome to the programme, Ash.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, first of all, most companies are moving to India, and you guys have come here. So, tell me a little bit about why you decided to come to Salford.
Sure. I'm not sure, how many of your listeners would know Tech Mahindra. So maybe 30 seconds to tell you what Tech Mahindra does. So, and I give this as an analogy. So if any one of you have booked your tickets using one of the country's largest airline app, you already know Tech Mahindra,
Right.
because we do a lot of work for them. If you are driving a Ferrari today, you probably also know Tech Mahindra because Pininfarina, which is the Italy-based company, is part of Tech Mahindra's family. As part of our strategy, what we have seen is we've always invested in local offices. In fact, in the last year, we opened one of our labs in Ipswich, which is a maker's lab, as we call it, and it drives innovation at the center. What we have realized is, and you're absolutely right, as probably a decade ago, the model was about offshoring, was about driving cost benefits. But what we have seen today is we are looking at more of being closer to the customer, localization, and we're looking at more co-innovation, collaboration, and that is what has been a strategy for Tech Mahindra, which is why we've opened another center in Munich as well, and North hence becomes a very important region for us. We do have a foothold in the North for the last few years, but this takes us to the next phase of our growth and investments in the region.
So, coming to Manchester, I'm sure will benefit Tech Mahindra, but how will you being in Manchester how will it benefit Manchester?
Sure. And so if you look at it, as I said, we have been working with some of our customers here in the North. TalkTalk is one of our largest customers. So where we see an opportunity which is collaborative, as I said. So we would be very, very focused to work with public institutions like universities and council. I know Salford University is doing a lot on digital, robotics, automation. We would want to be partnering with them, and we were already having some very early discussions on that. So that is one of our focus areas. Councils are doing a lot on digital, and what we have done in UK itself with one of the largest council in Milton Keynes is we've got a template for success, which is making the city smarter. We want to bring that to Salford and to North. So those are the two areas, but not just that. Where we see is, and one of the reasons, strategic reasons we picked up North is we have a large pool of talent. We want to make sure that the talent, the gap between the industry today and the talent, the academia, is bridged. And we would be offering universities to look at giving our coming students coming and doing interns with us. We would be offering some of our industry leaders to come and do the speaking in these universities, because what you always read and learn in college, the industry is moving at a different pace, and we want to try and make our own contribution to the North by bridging this gap.
Now, the building that we're sat in right now, the plaza that we're on right now, Media City, when this was built, part of the driving force behind actually buying this plot and getting this built by Peel was that it would create jobs, and it would out of a pretty deprived part of Manchester, it would get people working, it would give opportunities to people right here in Salford. Is that something that kind of rings true with you guys? What are you, in terms of job opportunities for people here in Salford, what's your thoughts on that?
Sure. So as I said, we'd be looking at a lot of collaboration and co-innovation with and creating long-term partnerships. One of the theme, and even though Tech Mahindra has been, 117,000 people, company of professionals, we still are very entrepreneur or startup in our own approach. And our CEO mentions this, that failure is to be looked at a positive thing. So what we're looking at is to look at local startups and entrepreneurs. And one of the things we have in our center is an innovation lab. We want them to come and trial their solutions, which could be part of our overall story to take to our customers. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing very actively with universities, say airport, who's also trying to go in the digital side. So that's one of the areas. The other thing which we are looking to do is to look at bringing startup weekends. So bringing college universities students who are thinking of, very initial ideas which they have. How do you build that into a prototype, a minimum viable product, as they call it on the technical side? So how do you do that? And we would be fostering and we would be encouraging this to happen in our local office. And that is why we are very strategically placed as well in the media keys as well. And one of the other reasons is obviously to work with some of the media companies like yourselves, ITV as well, to partner and look at how we could co-innovate.
So obviously the idea is to kind of profit off the area, to get the people involved and profit that way for Tech Mahindra as a company. So tell me a little bit about taking on BME, people from a black minority ethnic backgrounds.
Sure.
Is that a big thing?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I have personally lived in Salford for 7 years now, and I know when I came here, that there was certainly a very, very limited presence of the community. So that is certainly going to be one of the areas that we would focus on, depending on the technical skills and the capabilities. We are going to be. We also do a lot of. Within Tech Mahindra itself, we do a lot of social events, which brings together the community, and we invite our customers, and we make sure that all of these religious things are taken care of. And
fantastic.
Yeah.
Finally, then. What are you hoping that this move will do for Manchester-India relations?
Right. So we are looking at a lot of inward investments as well. We are looking to build this partnership where the Manchester-India partnership, Midas we work very closely with Midas in this area. We are looking to create new jobs, new opportunities, and we're also hoping that in doing this, in this journey, we can benefit the local community, we can benefit the South Asian community, we can bring jobs here, and at this try and do a little bit of contribution in the region, in the North region.
Fantastic. That is Ashish Pandey. He is the Vice President and Client Executive for Tech Mahindra Salford. Welcome to Salford.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The music now, this is the sound of Danielle Ballas, and this is Starship.
Bodies talking and kissing. Took the time to both listen. This shouldn't be me reminiscing. No, it shouldn't be